Girl accidentally noticed the shirt she had just washed for her boyfriend was now being worn by a factory intern. Hearing the co-workers praise the intern, she felt a sting in her chest. For years her boyfriend, the factory director, used the no dating rule as an excuse to keep their relationship hidden. He even kept his distance to avoid suspicion. Over time, everyone assumed she was just chasing after the director, and when the intern arrived, she treated the girl like a rival, trying new tricks every day to get close to the director. But this time when the intern showed her little hobby, the boyfriend who always preached professionalism not only didn't mind, he actually enjoyed it. The girl was done waiting. After thinking it over, she decided to resign and go home for an arranged date. The supervisor was disappointed because she was one of the factory's key technicians and she was supposed to represent the factory in the national skills competition in 3 days. If she quit, it would be a huge loss. But no matter how the supervisor tried to talk her out of it, she had already decided. With no other choice, he signed the resignation. Just as she was about to pack up, she turned around and bumped right into her boyfriend. He saw the resignation slip on the floor and exploded. The national competition was in 3 days. If she quit now, wouldn't that embarrass him? He tore up the resignation on the spot and warned her she was not allowed to leave without his approval. Thinking of their 7 years together, she agreed to help him one last time. Right then, the intern brought her the train ticket for the competition. She reached out to take it, but the intern deliberately dropped it on the floor, relying on the director's favoritism. She never treated the girl as a skilled technician. The girl had enough. She shoved the intern hard and warned her to stay away, or she wouldn't be polite next time. The intern ran off crying and complained to the boyfriend. He was furious and issued an official factory notice saying the girl disobeyed management, so her monthly performance bonus would be deducted, and as compensation for the intern, the factory would award all of the girl's technical credits to the intern. The girl froze. 7 years of love was nothing compared to one whine from an intern. Rain started pouring. She stood there helpless when her boyfriend's car appeared in the distance, but before she could approach, he opened his umbrella and gently escorted the intern into the car without sparing the girl a single glance. Heartbroken, she called her mother and agreed to return home in 3 days to complete the family arranged marriage. She walked home drenched and developed a high fever that night, but she didn't want to delay the competition, so the next morning she dragged herself to the train station. Her boyfriend's first words weren't concern, but blame. He asked why she didn't take care of herself. What if she messed up the competition? How would he explain it to the shareholders? The girl didn't bother explaining. She simply boarded the train. The intern had purposely booked a first-class cabin so she could sit with the boyfriend, but the ticket she booked for the girl was standing only, with a fever and no place to sit. The girl fainted after a few hours. When she woke up, she was already in a hospital. She thought her boyfriend brought her there, but the nurse quickly shattered that illusion. He didn't bring her at all. He was in the next room, taking care of a factory intern. Just then her mother called. After learning she was in Young City, she immediately booked her a flight home that night. The girl was about to refuse when her boyfriend suddenly entered the room. Seeing her pale face, he actually felt guilty, but when the intern walked in, he instantly switched back to work mode. He said the factory would cover her medical bills as a humanitarian exception, but technically, it wasn't the factory's fault. She should have stayed in her assigned seat, not wandered off. The girl explained her ticket was standing. When he checked, he realized she really had been given a standing ticket. He turned to the intern, demanding to know why. The intern claimed the computer randomly assigned it. Maybe the girl just had bad luck. Despite the obvious lie, the boyfriend believed her and even sent the intern 20,000 yuan on the spot, telling her to book a hotel immediately. They couldn't risk delaying tomorrow's competition. The girl laughed bitterly. For years he said the factory budget was tight. Whenever she traveled she could only stay in 50 yuan hotels, but the moment the intern arrived, he upgraded everything to 5-star hotels. Anyone watching would think the intern was the one competing. That afternoon she checked into the hotel he arranged. She separated his luggage from hers, planning to fly home that night. Then her boyfriend sent her a 5,000 yuan transfer, money that had been deducted from her earlier. He returned it so she could compete with peace of mind. He hoped she wouldn't let the factory down. She stared at the transfer, then decisively rejected it and told him she was done.